Alright, this is Chempkin the Gamer Chick. We are back with Baldur's Gate 3. So, last time I respec Shadowheart, and now everyone's going to bed after I have spoken to them. I don't know which one's my bed, I guess I'll just pick something random. So something I didn't, as I'm walking over there now, something I didn't mention before is the Drow. So, the Drow society is matriarchal. In other words, they are run by the females of the family, and males are considered disposable. That's fire, let's not walk into it. Males are considered disposable, and they have a very, rich eat the poor type of society. And they live in the Underdark. So, something I'm kind of sad about when I was reading was that in D&D lore, if you're playing a drow, then you'll actually get penalties because they'll have like light sensitivity and weakness in the sunlight, kind of similar to vampires, only to a minor degree. Which I was like, man, if I could play D&D, this is basically me. I don't like the sunlight, even though it's good for me. And when I walk outside, I have light sensitivity. In other words, everything just looks brighter to me. It's really, really difficult to explain. What I want to do here is I normally like to put Lae'zel and Astarion up here. Just as close as we possibly can. Okay, stop right here.
Still alive.
And then I want to put me and Shadowheart right. Okay, how close is she? Okay. I want to go right here, and then we will not trigger the cutscene, and then I want Shadowheart to go right here. Okay, we trigger the cutscene.
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gate! Ow! Ow! Cannon! No!
Shit! Form a line!
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
Hey, that's Will. He's gonna be our next companion. He's cool. I like him. That's all I can really say because, I mean, frankly, I think if there's anything that I think Larian could improve, even right now, is adding more content to Will's story, because right now he is lacking. Yeah, so you can basically kill all of the NPCs that you see here. Everyone, which is so refreshing coming from like an Elder Scrolls game or Fallout, especially Fallout 4. My god, that was annoying, Fallout 4.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Yeah, I tried going back to Fallout 4 recently with some mods because they allow mods on console now, like Baldur's Gate 3, and I didn't like it. These are good. I can sell all of these. Now, one of them drops another shield. No. Yeah, these gloves are good for Astarians. Let me give him that. This is a shield. This is a scimitar. I don't think anybody died, so let me know what important. Okay, these two are talking, but let me go up here really fast.
Vernon? He's not breathing! Go find a healer!
It's too late. He's gone.
No!
You shiver at the thought of a radiant future. Goblin and tiefling may reap slaughter upon one another until none remain, if you guide them true.
They'll slaughter us if we leave. There's nothing we can do.
They're slaughtering us now! Someone's going to pay for this.
Arka, no, wait! What are you doing?
Next.
Oh man, seeing that guy's ribs, not ribs, seeing his abs just made me think of, so there's a shirtless scene you can get with Starry, nothing like sexual or anything, but,
Arka, no.
yet, if you want. But for some reason, Astarion has abs, and that doesn't really make any sense, because he doesn't work out, he's not an ultra buff vampire, so it doesn't really make any sense for him to be that buff.
We was running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
We lost him back at the ruins. Whole place is crawling with gobos.
He trusted you.
Nobody forced him to go with us. He insisted. And when things got tough, he couldn't keep up. Simple as that.
My God, you're a coward.
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides. The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
So, is someone fighting? Someone was fighting outside. Okay. I would have punched that human, but I did not have the amount of strength to pull it off.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. I wouldn't have looked to a drow for help, but I'm grateful all the same. I'm Zevlor. I meant no insult. It's simply that yours are a people at war with themselves. I've never known them to care for outsiders. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. The High Overseer, our Grand Protector, signed a pact with devils. It dragged Elturel straight to hell. Lucky for us, a group of adventurers found a way to bring the city back. Afterwards, people looked at us and just saw devilkin. No different from the druids here, really. Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the Inner Grove. They've withdrawn there to prepare this damn ritual of theirs. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Turning your back on the needy to save your own skin? Maybe we'll get along after all.
I understand. I can only thank you for the help you've already given. We're raised to fear the Drow, but you've earned your place here. I'll make sure everyone here knows that.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
So Roland's an asshole. Right now... Okay, right now I do want to...
Well, this seems like a lovely little spot. The sense of impending doom aside.
Yep, right now I need you to stay at camp.
Darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Go back to camp. Okay, so I gave Gale two new spells. And right now I want to find where Roland went, because he and Gale have some interesting dialogue.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Leroican begins shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramaz's tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
How stupid are you?
I hate wizards.
Die if I
They're
had the
so-
road reeking of this
They're
place.
so arrogant
Never give us.
and power hungry. Minthara was right. She's a character we'll meet later on. And hopefully I'll get the chance to recruit her, if I can pull it off. think the bratty child is up here. There he is. Okay, so there's a couple outcomes here. This child, I will say, without a doubt, he's lying to get the thing that he stole. But because he's a child, the audience should feel sorry for him.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
What kind of question is that? Why does anyone steal anything? Fine. I have the stupid amulet. Take it. There. I don't know why you cared so much. It's junk.
Scrap! Before I give you something to care about! Kid's lucky you were here.
The other outcome is he, like, says it apparently, allegedly, looks like the amulet that belonged to his dead mother, but it's clearly a lie. Let's talk to Aradin.
If it ain't the friendly Drow.
I hate this
Thought
guy.
you were with the goblins when you showed up at the gate. Glad you weren't. You fight well. Not like them bloody tieflings.
You're being real racist. And I mean, I'm a Drow, so I mean, I can't really talk. Actually, you know what? I won't say anything. You fought well too.
Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid.
Where did the goblins come from?
They chased us. All the way from the ruins we were poking around in.
Right.
Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Interesting, interesting.
Job's all yours, if you got death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
You might die first, because I might be the one to kill you, if I'm being honest. Not because you will actually do anything wrong, it's just I don't like your face. You see, I'm role-playing a Drow just fine. This is my type of character. Oh yeah, let me sell all my shit before I talk to anybody else. I almost forgot. Yeah, so there's guards around here, and if you try to steal, then it will not end well. Hold on, we're not going to talk to anybody else besides the merchant. He actually might give me a shittier price because I'm a Drow. And if you're a tiefling, he'll definitely give you a shittier price.
I'd swear that ox's gaze is following me.
this creature isn't what it appears to be.
Moo. Oh man, do I have animal speaking? Let me see. I keep forgetting I chose that as a...
Can't keep the goblins out forever.
No, I have Speak with the Dead, Song of Rest.
Warriors.
No, I don't. Shit. If I were a druid, I'd have that spell. Okay, let's recruit Will. No. Before we recruit Will, I want to talk to this guy who's struggling to attack. A dummy.
Step, Harry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Take your time.
Yeah, so because that aligned with Lae'zel's soldier background, she got some XP from it. So she's not totally evil, she's more like lawful evil.
The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Sir, are we gonna have to fight?
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
You see the fiend again and ignite with Will's rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship. But the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Sir, are we gonna have
So yeah, so Will is... I mean, maybe minus Gale, because Gale's not exactly a a goody two-shoes either. He's good aligned, but I wouldn't call him good like Will is. Will is like 1000% good. Ooh, here's the blacksmith.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Alright, I just went down to the
Put it
dungeon.
down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca.
Goblins
You're
are
better
ugly.
than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Doesn't even matter if you kill me. I'm chosen by the absolute I am. I'm blessed.
Here it comes, you little beast!
So if Astarion was here, we would have had approval with him. Now, let's see, is there a way I can open that cage? I don't think so. I don't think you get in trouble for opening it, but we'll see. I thought there was a third barrel. We can speak to the dead there. Then actually, I will come back here right after we speak to Zuru over here. And then that lady who's sitting down in there.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Right. I've got food. There. Water. My dagger.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Rough. Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough? Then I needn't make it again. The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run. The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
You want.
Damn it! We need to get Arabella out! Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Speaking of, we don't have time to gather. You'd best move on.
Try to leave some palms. Ease things over.
Calm, Magrin. Give her a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate Drow in here. Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You! Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
So, unfortunately, she is correct on that, man. All druids talk really cringy. Hold on. Alright, so. This ritual, this idol thing, this was what the child was trying to steal.
We could speak freely, my Earthside friend.
And all of them are surrounding it. There is a way you can steal it without anybody knowing, but that screws up the quest. So I'm not going to do that.
Yes. Quite aware.
Get a load of this, dude.
Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here! Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. I'll make it very quick. Hand to heart. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Well, this is a glitch that sometimes happens. It just, I don't know what causes it, but all we can do is hit continue. As far as I know, there's no way to fix it.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself
plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? A gold dragon! How marvelous. Thank heaven you were here to specify, or I might have recorded a bold-faced lie. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Oh, I'd imagine him quite displeased. Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll. Why, goblins, obviously. Well, someone ought to chronicle these curious events. I'd heard the master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already. Ironic, really. Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket. Until we meet again.
So what he means is goblins are usually pretty stupid, so the fact that they're actually strategizing and actually being successful in their attacks is quite shocking. Here's a bear, like a real bear. Do I have food? Yes, throw a fish. This will get him to move from the elevator. Alright, so this part's important. Do I want Gale here? I don't know. It is important that you have Shadowheart here because there's some important little snippets of dialogue we can get with her after.
She may join them. Let the devil be.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You have milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old. Her life matters more than satiating your dark fantasies. You focus, and they're gone. But clearly this child's life is in danger.
The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it. I understand why you ask, but memory loss is not as uncommon as you'd think. There may be other causes.
Thorv's fur bristles. He wants to jump, wants to bite. His eyes dart back and forth as he sniffs the air. He can't see them anymore, but he can smell them. Many, many strangers. The wolf bares his teeth. He doesn't take orders from you. He'll chase you down if not for his master.
So that's odd. Normally, Shadowheart gets a passive check here because she's scared of wolves.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn.
This is just a bit of lore.
You depict the ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
Listen, I was probably a Drow noble, but it doesn't mean I am well read.
They look like
Darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. A riddle to some, but you understand the meaning immediately. The druids turn to the harpers for help. Unusual for such a territorial group.
What's next, I wonder?
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You see vanquished foes heaped at the druids' feet. The fallen bear Shah's sacred symbol on their armor and banners. The inscription speaks of moonrise. A reference to vile Saluna, no doubt. She and her druid allies bloodied Shah's forces. But Shah persists. She thrives.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
Okay, I need to calm down. Alright, so I switched to Shadowheart for that lore bit specifically because later on we'll find out that she worships Shar,
Did a number on
a
you,
dark
didn't it?
goddess.
Does that hurt? I see you. Just give me a moment.
No. Oh, fine, let's wait.
There. It's up to her now.
Is that
Knife
Mordecai from regular show?
Now what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable.
I'm getting real racist vibes from you fuckers.
That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick.
You hesitated. Why did you hesitate? So as far as I'm aware, there's no way to open this specific chamber early without talking to her. Now let me just... Let me see, something else might trigger while I'm down here.
Don't worry about him and the
Oh no, it didn't.
I'm not in the habit of killing Drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? It recognized you as being infected. Well now, that's something. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you.
Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? The way I see it, you have two options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison. I don't envy your choice, truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you. Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern. There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.